Hey guys, Mr.Relatable here. So this is a new video format that I want to try to do, and this is going to kind of be showing off 3 different tutorials in a single video, and these tutorials are going to be a lot shorter than my normal ones. These are kind of videos or tutorials that I've always wanted to put out, but the tutorials haven't really been advanced enough for me to want to make a full video on them. So instead, what I'm going to do is just chunk up 3 different tutorials into one video, and I'm going to try to do this every single week. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see a smaller tutorial, let me know, put them in the comments, and I can make a video on them and try to put a 3-part video, kind of like what I'm doing now. This episode is going to be how to make a scavenger or an Easter egg hunt, how to make kill streaks, and then how to make a new dice mechanic with the randomizer device. Also, before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know I do have a Discord server now. I ran a poll on my community tab, and you guys really wanted me to make a Discord server. I think I had nearly 170 votes, and it was like 75% yes. So if you guys want to join, that's just going to be a place where we're going to beta test maps, hang out, I'll get play testers and help me test some of my other maps, and just all around let me talk to you guys a lot more. But that's enough rambling. Let's just hop right into the video. So the first one that we're going to be doing here is the scavenger hunt or the Easter egg hunt, whatever you want to call it. As we do with every tutorial, we're going to be starting off with the My Island and game settings. So I'm going to restore defaults just to make sure they're the same as you guys. First thing that we're going to want to change here is put teams to cooperative. Next thing, scroll on down, you should see the time limit. You can put this to whatever you want, but I think for mine, I would want it on no time. If you scroll down just a little bit more, you should see score to end right here. Put this to however many eggs or however much props that you want to hide. So if you're doing an Easter egg hunt, which is kind of what I'm going off of here, this is how many eggs that you want to hide around your map. So I think 20 eggs should be pretty good for what I'm doing. Join in progress. Now we're going to want to put this on spawn. And now we are done with the game settings. I'm going to be skipping over the settings tab in this video, as there's a ton of stuff in here that you should modify to make your own map unique. Things such as time of day, glider redeploy, allow building, fall damage, all that stuff. You should mess with that on your own and figure out what you want for your own map. So we're just going to go right into the UI settings, like always restoring default, and you're only going to need to change 2 things here. HUD info type we're going to put to score, and then scoreboard tiebreaker we're going to also put this onto score. And that's all we need to do for the UI settings and My Island settings as a whole. Okay, so here we are doing the Easter egg. I've already pulled out everything that I want for this, and that includes my egg, a button, an explosive device, and then a score manager. To find the egg, these are very new, they were just added. If you just go to the recently added tab or type in egg on the search bar, you should see this egg gallery. You can just double click it and then pick whatever egg you want. I'm going with this one down here for the tutorial. So the first one here we're going to do is the button. Go in and put times can trigger to 1. Trigger sound we're going to want disabled. Interaction text is whatever you want the E interaction option to be, or whatever it is on console. So for mine, I'm going to probably do pick up egg. If we go down here, visible during games, we're going to want to make sure this is no. Interaction radius, we're going to put to 0.5 for the sake of this. And then scroll down, when interacted with, transmit on, put this onto channel 1. The 0.5, by the way, is this blue circle that's kind of encompassing the button right now. This is kind of the interaction range, so we can kind of click E anywhere within this circle. It's a little confusing, but just bear with me. Next one here, we're going to go to the barrel. Blast radius, we're going to want to put this on the smallest possible one. Player damage, we're going to put this on 0. Structure damage, we're going to put this to 100. Damage indestructible buildings is going to be on yes. Knockback is going to be off. We're going to scroll down just a little bit, and you should see play audio VFX. We're going to want to make sure that this is on no. Range visualization, we're going to put this to explosion radius. Visible during games, no. Collision during games, off. And then scroll down, and you should see play audio. We're going to put this to no. And then explode when receiving from channel 1. And that's all we got to do for the barrel. Last but not least is the score manager. Put the score value to 1. Keep everything the same, except scroll on down to activate when receiving from channel 1. And just like that, we are finished. Now what we got to do is grab our button and put it inside of your egg. So we're just going to put the button right there, like so. So the blue circle is covering the egg. We actually can probably make it a little bit better, but it doesn't really matter. Next, you're going to want to put your barrel really close to the egg so that the explosion will cover the egg. So we can put it right here, and you can put the score manager wherever you want. We're just going to keep it there. So now, if I start up the game, you should see an egg right there. Now, if I walk up, you should see on the right side of my screen, it says pick up egg, and on the right side, I have 0 out of 20 points. If I pick up the egg, it should disappear, and then I should get 1 point. Ta-da! And that's all you got to do for your scavenger hunt. So if you were doing multiple of these, obviously you would just duplicate everything that we've had here, and then put the channel 1 to a channel 2 for everything. But yeah, that is everything you need to do to make a scavenger hunt or an egg finding game. I'm going to be skipping over the My Island game settings and the settings tab and the UI for the kill streaks, as those are going to be things that you're going to want to change for your own map. This is kind of just an extension on your current PvP map. Don't just make a map just to have kill streaks. You should kind of make a PvP map first and then add kill streaks afterward. But let's just hop right into this. The first thing that we're going to need here is a tracker device, a trigger, a elimination manager, and then an item granter. So we're going to start off with the tracker device here. We're going to put the target value to however many kills you want your player to get his kill streak. So if you want the player to get 3 kills in a row without dying to get his kill streak, put it on 3. Scroll on down to see tracker title. We're going to want to put this to kill streak. And then scroll down a little bit further, and you should see assign when receiving from. Put this to channel 1. Reset progress when receiving from, right down here. Put this to channel 2. And then when completed, transmit onto channel 3. Now go into the trigger here, put the delay to 1 second, trigger when receiving from, put this onto channel 1, and then when triggered, transmit onto channel 2. Elimination manager is very simple. Scroll on down, and you should see when eliminated, transmit on. We're going to want to put this to channel 2, and then item granter over here. We're going to want to put on grant action, keep all, and then scroll down to grant item when receiving from, put this onto channel 3. Now grab whatever item that you want and just drop it into your item granter like so. Now we're going to start up the game, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I have a alternate account right here, which is on my Switch. If I kill him in the top left, you should see kill streak 1 out of 3. He's going to respawn, and now I'm going to kill him again. Kill streak 2 out of 3. Now if I kill him really quickly, or if I kill myself on my alternate account really quickly, I'll show you guys what that looks like. So grab up the pistol, and if I just kill myself, I can't really show you, but it says 1 out of 3 on the Switch now, as well as this account that I'm on my computer has 0 out of 3. So now if I kill him 3 times really quickly, I'll show you guys what it looks like when you complete the kill streak. So now we're on 2 out of 3. And then last but not least, 3 out of 3. And now we get our Infinity Blade. But yeah, that is how you set up kill streaks. I don't know why the sword just dropped. That was actually kind of weird. But that's how you set up kill streaks. So let's just hop right into how to make the dice now. So here's how we make a dice in Fortnite Creative. There was a lot of old ways to do it, which were very, very, very advanced, but they're actually really simple now. So the first thing we're going to do here is make a random number generator, which you can just find by typing in random, and it's right here in your creative menu. I'm going to reset the options on it really quickly, and now I'm going to scroll through and show off what I do for mine. First, we're going to put the zone to a left, and then the length is however many dice output that you want. So if I want a 6-sided die, I would put the length to 6, and you would actually change also up here the value limit to if you wanted a higher die. So if you wanted, let's say, a 12-sided die, I don't even know if that's possible, you would put the value limit to 12. And then as well as you would put the zone length to 12. You can actually put the zone length to whatever you want. It's just for the sake of the video. I think it's nice to just match it. Anyway, once that's done, press OK. And now you should see you have something that looks like this. These triggers are something that I placed in on my own. So all you're going to want to do is place a trigger wherever the center point is on each of these little squares. You can see that since it made a zone that is 6 blocks long, we're going to want to put a trigger in each and every one of these individual blocks. It's going to sound a little confusing, but just kind of set up the triggers like how I have them here. Now all that you'd want to do is go into all of these triggers and just put one triggered transmit on channel 1, one triggered transmit onto channel 2, channel 3, and so on and so forth to however many dice output that you want. Then right here, all you'd want to do is that you would scroll down to here and then activate when receiving from. You could just put this to any free channel. So we could put this to channel 100. And now I would set up a little button that whenever I pressed it, it would activate onto channel 100, and then it would roll the die. So this is what the die actually looks like when it rolls. And you can see it picked a 5. So that would activate the 5 trigger. Don't worry about the zone that is bouncing around like so. That is simply for decoration. You can see here it picked 2, and now it activated the 2 trigger. But yeah, that's how you set up a die. It's actually very simple, and it's definitely not as advanced as it used to be. But with that out of the way, that is actually going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed and make use out of all 3 of these little tutorials that I made. If you guys have any questions on any of them, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.